Hello everybody and welcome to Open Roads, chase race number 3 of the season. And oh my goodness, this is going to be quite a road course that's going to be on display here for you. That's going to be displayed, boys and gals. Let's get on down your starting lineup and go to the chase points there. On the pole is Adam Garcia in the 6th, and Almrego starting 2nd. 3rd is Austin Yoakum. 4th, Eugene Max. 5th, Sean Ard. 6th, Jonathan Hoff. 7th, Joshua Scully. 8th, Ryan Acosta. 9th, Jackie Tank completing top 10. Andrew Miller. Here's the rest of your starting lineup from 11th-12th on back. Should be really interesting to see what goes on display here for this one, because this is a way very, for the most part, similar like Thorton, but even crazier. On the final row, we had Nathan Stapleton and Eli Bright. And actually, I'm going to do the pace car just for this instance, and then go from there. So, points coming into this race. As I had it, now, there we go. They are as follows. Adam Garcia, he has been hanging on to the point lead by 2 points over Daniel Olson, and then 2 points behind him is Skylar Dixon in the 77. He had a great run at Auto Club that really helped him out right there for sure. And then behind Skylar Dixon, 8 points back, you got a couple of drivers. You got Vince Freeze and Carter Friesen, and then a whole horde of drivers right within the mix. Jake Baskinger, Brandon Crasta, Michael Walton, Joshua Sicoli, Ryan Griffin, Sebastian Kugelon, Aaron Douglas, Andrew Miller, James Ellison.
Drivers, start your engine!
As there's the command right there. They are all literally separated by just a few points there. Literally right within a blanket. So, just the worst driver on this list is, like I mentioned, James Ellison. Just only 2 points back from 13th there. So as you can see, all 42 drivers are rolling on off. There you see the Nintendo Switch Corvette and the Sun Energy One Mercedes AMG. They're going to be rolling on off of the field. Flickinger Racing, speaking of them, they're going to be moving over to Dodge. So this is going to be the only time Corvette for right now could be on for the Xfinity series. So we shall see what will happen. Dogs are randomly going to be barking in the process. Another thing, too, to note is that there's a lot of people that have been signing up for the Xfinity Series that are now filled up. So finally, we've gotten word of that. Unfortunately, for Sebastian Kugelon, he will be in the ARCA Series next season. So, sucks for the circumstances going on by, but he's going to have to prove to a couple of team owners why they should have signed him. So we'll see what will happen. And speaking of ARCA, as of doing this recording of the video, 2 slots left for full-time, and there's still a few left over for part-time. So pace car is going to make a dive down the pit road. 5 laps, no cautions. This is going to be quite a showing. Big shout out to Lyndon Wright, by the way, on making the track. And here we go. Green flag is out, and we're underway at Open Roads. So far, nice start by Adam Garcia in that Switch Corvette. But now this is where Vince Almrego is going to get the advantage right here. Now Eugene Max going to go in full swing right here. Going to help the 24 out. Now this is where the trouble is going to start really to come. Once they get out of this highway section and they're going to start entering the turns, this is where the hell is going to break loose. And the drivers in the front, they're going to be the fine ones. It's the ones in the back that's going to be a little bit of a different story. Almrego's going to clear for that lead right there. And now these drivers are going to have to deal with this guardrail that's right over here. Already, there's some trouble in the rear. Oh, Olsen got the wall a little bit right there. Oh, and freezing into the guardrail. Elijah Leonard stuck as well. And this is going to be the second of the areas. This is going to be the trouble turn. The turn of death. And Jackie Tang, Brandon Krasik kind of teasing that area. Someone fell off. That is Aaron Douglas, a chaser. Another one that slid off. That's Cole Baker in the 11. So Coley's going to be quite a ways back there. I forgot, too. The California drivers are going to be the hometown heroes. And Carter Freeze and Aaron Douglas, they're the first two chasers involving difficulty there. And Skylar Dixon, that's third in the points. He's got damage. And now comes the other part, the jump. Oh, Baskinger rubbing doors with Madison Tall right there. And oh, my. Got to remember, too, about this course. Oh, Sidner messed up the jump. And Hanley and Daniel Olson, another chaser. There is a jump that's there compared to Thornton. An actual jump. It'll be interesting to see how those drivers will take it. And we've seen a lot of crazy racing in both series, and especially in the Cup Series. For those that are going to be watching that one tomorrow, it'll be crazy. Right now, the leader is Vince Almriego in the 24. He's got a little bit of right side damage. Eugene Max the same with him. Jonathan Hoff's got a clean car there. In that AutoZone Chevrolet, top three trying to break away there from the pack. Andrew Miller right now, the top chaser in fourth. And Adam Garcia not too far behind right there. Trying to hunt down Ryan Acosta, fellow California driver right there. Him and Jackie Tang trying to represent right there. Jackie Tang has won on this course before in the Cup Series. That's another tough turn right there, right where that chain link fence is there. As long as they're really not going to battle too hard off there, they will be fine. But it's happened before. Trouble has occurred on that turn. And Hoff trying to run away. Cars on pit road are Elijah Leonard, Carter Friesen, Aaron Douglas, and Cole Baker. I'm surprised Cole Baker is. Daniel Olson with a lot of damage in that Mountain Dew Chevrolet. Look at your racing cars, and TJ Hanley damaging off the pace. So Coley's got a little bit of right side damage. Same for Gary Owen, and Cole Deaver's been really well of a road course ringer. Going to have to deal with some cars in front of him there. He's going to have to deal with Dixon and Nathan Stapleton. And then once he passes those drivers that are damaged and off the pace, his next target's going to be Eli Bright and Steve Pollard. You see Baskinger, he got involved a little bit in that wreck there, but he kept that car together, so that's a good sign. And a battle for a chase point. That's Sebastian Kukulon and Ryan Griffin. Griffin's got some left side damage on that Little Caesars Chevrolet there, so I don't know how badly it's going to really affect his car, but we shall see. This turn is very notorious for having a bump and run right there. You see Vince Almriego giving a bump to the 16, and he's going to make a move for the lead. New leader, Vince Almriego. And now Andrew Miller in the 98 looking for his first official win for Bishop Family Racing. Ironic enough, Vince Almriego, he's going to be a part of Bishop Family Racing next season. He'll be driving the 09 there, so it's going to be ironic to see that he's having to race his new teammate next season. And Garcia trying to hunt down Jackie Tank for position. Someone actually scraped the wall there. I'm actually shocked. But leading the first lap, it is going to be Vince. And Miller's going to be on the charge to hunt down that Sun Energy 1 Mercedes right there. Eugene DeMax. Outside of the NRSL, he's actually not bad of a road course ringer. You know, this season it's been kind of a downward spiral for him there. And here comes a battle for the lead. Almriego and Andrew Miller side by side, and Miller takes the lead. Remember, for Andrew Miller, if he gets a win, 2 extra bonus points will be on there for the Motocraft Ford. So a win would mean a lot. And if your name is Adam Garcia, even though this is Andrew Miller, who's still quite a ways back in the points, that's the last thing you want to see, extra points to chase down the points leader. But now we're going to go to that trouble turn here. Almriego battling tough there with that 98. Vince better be careful there. Oh, he really teased that turn right there, and he almost fell off. Oh, the Vince Freeze is going to fall off in the 90. He's going to go into the lake. Same for Travis Crampton, the 92. And Griffin actually lost some ground on Sebastian Kukulon there. I don't know if you noticed that there. And now Michael Walton is hunting down Jake Baskinger in the 2 because of the 65 being slower and holding up some drivers. Miller got a little bit of the wall right there. Same for Almriego and Eugene DeMax. Hoff still a clean car for him, and Adam Garcia and Jackie Tang for the most part. Sean Art, same for him. I believe if Sean Art and Benny Watson, they're the drivers for Flickinger Racing yet to win this season. So they're just going to try to do what they can. And Vince Freeze, tough break for him. Not what he needed. However, those drivers that were a little bit slower there, they're out of the race. That's a good sign right there. Seen Cole Deaver got around some of those slower cars earlier. And now that 9 car's got the 77 to his to that back bumper of his car next there. That 2 car, Red Bull Chevrolet there of Baskinger. Beat and batter up. Baskinger won't be returning next season, by the way, for Full Throttle Motorsports. Nick Breeding will take over next season in that 2 car. No word yet in the sponsors as of right now. Kind of keeping a little quiet on that one there. Sebastian Kukul on the 42. It's not a chase driver, but positions are going to matter no matter what. Battle for position. He's going to get it. Or not. Yeah, that's the turn you want to be on the left side of the course and not the right side. And now Nicholas Guerra in the 27 trying to hunt down Kukulon, who actually gave him a bump right there. But he bumped him the wrong way and helped Kukulon get some momentum. And now Garcia and Hoff are going to work together to hunt down Eugene Max, Vince Almariego, and Andrew Miller there. See, Miller's got a little bit of some damage right around the door. Still keep him up in a pretty good pace there. Now Garcia wanted to look for third on Eugene Max. Couldn't make the move. He's got the momentum, though. But can he block? Look at Hoff also coming around that AutoZone Chevrolet, and Garcia realized, well, it's time to go now. Now, is Hoff going to give him the bumper, as well as Vince Almariego to Andrew Miller? Absolutely they are. Garcia got around DeMax. Hoff trying to do the same thing, and now Jackie Tang's joined into the fray. Oh, Austin Jacobs got some damage, and Nicholas Guerra got slow. Oh, it's Kukulon, who ran into the back of him. He whammed into him too hard, and the Bass Pro Shops Mercedes in some trouble. I forgot to mention, too, Bishop Family Racing will be moving to Mercedes for the Xfinity Series, too. We're just running forward for this season just to get the feel of it. Wow, that is a tough break right there. It's going to help drivers like James Ellison and Brandon Krass to gain a spot there in the chase battle. And Ryan Griffin. Kukulon's still going to continue out in the course, though. I'm very shocked. And they're right now having to work on Austin Yoakum. Ryan Griffin got around, no problem. Nicholas Guerra, in the meanwhile, had a little difficulty. Now we'll get around him. Chase battle position. James Ellison, the 39. Brandon Krassen, the 95. Well, at least good news for Ellison. He's in the top 10 as a battle for the chance for the win there. But as far as who's going to get it, we shall see. As new leader is Adam Garcia. Took the lead from Vince Almariego. And Jackie Tang is now snuck into third. And 3 wide for fourth between Miller, Ard, and Hoff. And oh, Miller's going to scrape the guardrail there. That's going to allow DeMax to get in for a spot there too. Oh, Hoff really teasing that area there. That's where you got to be careful. You don't want to hang around that ledge there. Otherwise, you're just going to go down for a bit of a drink there. And these drivers like teasing that area a lot. Man, Dixon tried to put Eli Bright there, his own teammate, and that was probably not a good idea. Cole Deaver's now got some left side damage too, by the way. Here they come to the jump. Almariego already hit that wall. Tang's going to take second, and he takes a big jump right there. Oh, Patrick Smith, Brandon Craston, Andrew Miller, and Garrett just got involved at the last second. Oh, that is a tough blow there. And Jake Baskinger and Eli Bright got held up in the process, too. Another driver that's going to get benefit from that is Joshua Sicoli. Almost ran into the 98. Krasta out of the race immediately is car 95. Boy, I can't wait to see what happened on that one. And drivers are picking off Austin Yoakum one at a time right there. Tough blow for Brandon Krasta, the 95. That's another California driver right there with bad luck. And this is actually the second and final race that we're in the state of California, too, because we don't go to Sonoma, sadly. Actually, Jackie Ting and Vince Almerego are trying to represent the California state there. They have to battle Adam Garcia in the 6, who's been having probably one of the best seasons right now, even though he's a rookie. Many people could see in the Xfinity Series. Trying to be a 3-time winner this season. And what a way if he could do it off 2 of the big road courses here. Remember, he won at Thornton before the chase, and if he could win open roads, that would be an unbelievable feat right there for Adam Garcia. Remember, too, if your name is James Ellison, the 39, that's the last thing you want to see is the 6 car out in front. The good news for Ellison is the fact that he does not have damage, and he could actually catch up to Almerego and Tang and Garcia. However, they got to make sure they got to get some draft really big from here, and they can't be battling. But you know Ellison, he wants those spots. Right now, working on Sean Ard in the 1. In that Craftsman Corvette. So where Ellison also has to be careful because, we've seen what happened to Kukulon here. Don't want to end up like what happened to him. And wisely, just gives a little bit of bumper. Now going to get the momentum. It'll be 2 laps to go when we cross the line for these drivers. Oh, Ryan Acosta in the guardrail there, and he really just lost some momentum there. And that's going to help Ryan Griffin, the 29, a little bit right there to catch up to him. Michael Walton actually hunting down Ryan Griffin right now as we speak. DeMax now working on Sean Ard. Will get around him. Ellison has gotten around Jonathan Hoff, by the way, too. 2 laps to go. Bobo Jones now working on the 1. Nice run for Bobo Jones. Just has not been that season there. Almerego retook the lead from Garcia as Jackie Tang lost a huge amount of momentum there from the top 2. Well, it's good if your name is Ellison to hunt down the 81, try to get some draft there. But will that damage start to affect the 6 and the 24 at some point? Still side by side are the 2 drivers. Garcia now retaking the lead. Almerego with a full head of steam sent it in the corner, and they're still battling for that lead. Remember, both drivers got that left side damage there. Oh, Almerego had to check up right there. Garcia getting a little tight coming off the corner right here. Almerego's going to slide up a little bit right there. Garcia, who's going to go off into the lake. The points leader goes into the lake. And James Ellison has to be thankful for what just happened. Garcia into the drink. And that is a tough blow for the points leader. Remember, Olsen and Dixon have had issues in this race too. Dixon still continuing, however, and that is a benefit for the 77 team. Oh my goodness. Well, the big winners out of this one's going to be Michael Walton, Ryan Griffin, and James Ellison, no doubt about it. Patrick Smith still limping on the course. Goodness me, that car is just limping horribly there. And the pole sitter, the dominant car today, will not win this race. Oh, Deaver just spun out going into the top back of Sebastian Kukulon. Dixon also scraping the guardrail. Now Walton has gotten around Ryan Griffin. That's a chase point that's going to help the Jack Links Menards forward. They're passing Patrick Smith right there. Meanwhile, towards the front, Ellison has caught Jackie Tang and Vince Almerego, and that's the last thing they need to see because here comes a hornet's nest of drivers. Ellison, Hoff, DeMax, Shawnard, Jay Cook, and Bobo Jones all up here. Don't count out Ryan Acosta, too. He's not too far back from there, too. Wow, Jackie Tang really had to check up right there, and Ellison almost messed up that corner right there. But when we cross the line, it will be the white flag. Al Muriego, Jackie Tang, a couple of California natives there, trying to represent, and I rocket up a couple of Indiana drivers are not too far behind Hoff and James Ellison. This is going to get really good for that last lap right here. I think it's going to come down to where Bobo Jones is at, bound for this win. This is unbelievable here. Al Muriego, now here comes Jackie Tang, trying to look for the lead. Hoff and Ellison are literally bumper to bumper. Here comes the Max in the 10. Sean Arndt, the one, also getting in there. They are literally shoving each other coming in there. And Hoff will take the lead as car 16. Trying to get NS Racing's second ever win. Remember, they won the first chase race back at Orlando at Madison Tall. Now Hoff trying to do it for the team. Literally, you got Chevy Camaro, Toyota Supra, Mercedes AMG, Ford Mustang, Chevy Corvette, all bound for this win. White flag coming at the line. Here comes Ellison coming to the white flag, trying to take the lead. How about Jay Cook and Sean Ard? Mainly Jay Cook. Where's that 99 been the whole race? I think that's going to put an end to both the California drivers trying to win for their home state and track there. Same for Ryan Acosta. And look who's trying to sneak into the top 10. How about Michael Walton in the 21 there? Griffin just lost the spot, by the way, to Rob Evans there. Riley Keith also managing to work her way up as well. Ellison, though, looking for a second win of the season. This would actually be the 5th driver to win 2 races this season. Hoff, DeMax, and Jay Cook are trying to deny, as well as Sean Ard. This would be big for car 39. Remember, he's dead last in the chase points. Still not too far back, though. Even though he is 20... Actually, he's 22 back. But don't forget, there's a bubble of drivers right around him, separated by only about 6 points there. The leaders get around the turn with no problem. Good sign. We're going to stick with the leaders because they may approach Cole Baker in the 11 who just hit that guardrail there. Oh boy. Now if these leaders can clear the jump without hitting that wall, I don't know what's going to happen. Top 5 within a blanket there. They take the jump. Ellison, Hoff. Here comes Jay Cook, and the 99 is going to swing right by the 39. But really takes the jump, and Ellison retakes the lead. Took the jump too high there. That's not what you want to do. Oh, Walton just smacked the wall right there. And that allowed Riley Keefe to get into the top 10. Ryan Griffin not giving up on a top 10 run there. Ellison trying to hang on for dear life. Hoff, he messed up on that jump, and that really is going to slow the car down a little bit. Don't forget, Jonathan Hoff is literally hanging onto that back bumper of the 39. He is just trying to wait for that move to open up and try to take opportunity. The AutoZone Chevrolet versus the Stouffer Chevrolet. Couple of red cars, the Bloods. No pun intended. Don't count out Jay Cook and Sean Ard, though. They are literally creeping right behind, waiting for both drivers to make a mistake, and then they can battle it out from there. DeMax may be a sitting duck. I think he'll be satisfied with a top 5. He can hang on there, but I don't think a win's going to be likely. Hoff trying to look on the inside. Not going to be the preferred line there. James Ellison going to get the run right there. Almerego literally shoving the 10 car right there. And here they come to the highway for the final time today. Oh, Almerego messed up the corner. Same for Jay Cook. Oh, he made a mistake right there. You can just see right there, these drivers, they're just trying to do what they can. 7 drivers. Primarily, I think the top 3 between Ellison, Hoff, and Shawnard. And Jay Cook got to be kicking himself right there. He messed up on that corner, and he has got to be regretting that move. Looks like Ryan Griffin and Michael Walton, they'll miss out on a top 10. And now here comes Hoff for the lead once again. Can't make the move. Here comes Shawnard, but no draft. Now he's going to get some draft with the Formula 39, but he's not going to get the run. They better settle out quick as they're about ready to hit the big right-hander. Look at Shawnard. Send it in. Save it to Max. Is there going to be a last lap pass like we've seen in past seasons? Is it going to be enough? Maybe last turn. We'll see. Shawnard hanging around that back bumper. Can he make a move? The time's ticking for the Craftsman Corvette. And it's probably not going to be enough. DeMax is hanging around the bumper. That's probably going to seal the fate right there. James Ellison coming off the final corner. Shawnard's going to run out of time. Ellison coming down to the front straight is going to pick up his 2nd win of the season. And he'll win here at Open Roads in a crazy race that was. And that is the 5th driver to get 2 wins this season. And big bonus points for Team 39. 16 points for James Ellison. And they're going to get a big boost in the standings there. Wow, what a finish that was right there. Holy cow. So James Ellison is going to get the big victory right there. Let's get your top 10 results. James Ellison with the win. Shawnard just a little close there. Will come away 2nd. 3rd, Eugene DeMax. Great run for him. We'll get the podium right there. Vince Almerego will get 4th. Jackie Tang will complete the top 5. So not bad for both the California drivers right there. Jay Cook will come away 6th. He made that mistake a couple of turns there. That really hindered them. Same with Jonathan Hoff. He'll come away 7th. Bobo Jones managed to survive that race in 8th. Riley Key finished 9th. And Steve Pollard finished in the top 10. Ryan Acosta must have lost some momentum right there coming off that last turn. Well, we're going to take a look. We've brought ourselves some of the wrecks that took place. We'll ignore mainly the turn of death because we saw basically what happened. So let's take a look at the main wrecks that went on by there, especially lap 1. So I want to point this out too before we look at it. Benny Watson actually blew up on the last lap on the last leg of the back straightaway there, or I should say like the final leg of the course here. I mean, he still finished the race from what we know of, but I think, yeah, TJ Hanley was the only one that passed him, so it wasn't really a big loss there, but just wanted to point that out there. Well, lap 1 always is a very chaotic moment right here. It's basically like, you know, highway trying to enter the area here, and they all bunch up, coming in hot a little bit. And it's going to start with Cole Deaver in the 9. Jonathan Zorl in the 12. Benny Watson in the 74. Daniel Olson the 5. So that explains that part. What happened with Carter Freeze in the 85 and Elijah Leonard in the 87? They're checking up for Benny Watson. That was freezing. Oh, he got in the back corner panel, and Leonard tried to gun it to get around. And he had no dice. And Benny Watson also was a victim of that one. And Friesen got stuck in the guardrail right there. And yeah, both cars were definitely done. So that was that incident going on by. We'll look at ones, like I said, outside of the turn to death. Oh, what happened to Gary Owen? Oh, he pinched into Joshua Sicoli and got into a chase sandwich there. And unfortunately, the G Fuel Ford just going to get a little bit of Coors Light mixed in. And around he went. And Sicoli just got stuck from that 69 right there. So he had to check up. Had to let everyone on by. Found the opening. And almost got hit by Olsen. And Benny Watson going to be the big loser out of that one. That's where you got to be patient right there. No dice. And Benny Watson really suffered this race here. So that was that one. Let's see outside of the... actually, real quick, what happened to Dixon, how he got that damage? Who did he run into? Oh, that was freezing. Okay, that makes sense. All right, let's take a look at another instant there. Well, we're going to play this one in full motion because watch the speed. Oh, we actually turned the 46 and nowhere to go for Kukulon and Nicholas Gear right there. So that's a tough break right there. Oh, Marty Johnson got a little piece of that right there, too. He about sideswiped him right there. So that's what happened to that incident right there. Well, this has to be by far one of the strangest wrecks I've seen. Taking the jump. Keep an eye on car 98, Andrew Miller. And the 95 of Brandon Krasson. And Miller actually is going to take the jump, try to deflect the 95. He missed. Goes right in front of him. Spins out. There's the race-winning move by James Ellison right there. And I have a feeling that one that's going to hit the 95 actually may have been Patrick Smith. And that is indeed going to be the case. And try to avoid. Wham! Absolutely destroyed that car. Both Miller and Krasta retired out of the race. And Patrick Smith just limping on the course throughout most of that way. And Krasta was immediately out of the race. Like, he just said, screw it. So that is what happened to them. I believe that may have been it. If not, then I'll double check. And Nicholas Guerra last second just got involved right there. But we shall see. And I forgot to mention, too, this was on lap 1, but watch carefully as they were about ready to take the second portion of the jump. Garrett Cinder was just trying to keep his car clear and forgot about Patrick Smith in the 15 and just got a piece of him. He actually also bottomed out right there. Lost his car right there. TJ Hanley's going to have nowhere to go. Nathan Stapleton just could not avoid that. And Daniel Olson, the big blow right there, goes into the 44. The good news for the 5 team, that the points leader did get involved as well. He fell off into the turn into the lake there. So that is all the incidents taken on play. Let's go check out your full finishing results. So here's your full finishing results right here. We mentioned our top 10. Here is the rest of your field. Let's mention our chasers. Michael Walton finished 11th. Ryan Griffin 14th. Which, oh, Ellison actually stopped on the course if you just noticed right there. Wow, that's weird. I mentioned Griffin in 14th. Skylar Dixon with that damaged car somehow finished 19th. Jake Baskinger 23rd. Kukulon 25th. Sokoli 26th. And let's see, last car to finish the race in the lead lap was TJ Haley in 29th. And then all the drivers from Benny Watson on down, all of the race. Adam Garcia, 31st right there. As far as the new points leader is concerned, I don't... he actually may. Maybe Skylar Dixon to 77. So, interesting how that's going to go into play there. But other than that, thank you guys for watching. Like to be sure to like, comment your thoughts. Subscribe part of the NRSL bit. Subscribe button down below. As you've been watching production of the NRSL where racing is living. Until then, goodbye everybody. Here come the points at the end like always.